Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Spectra Extreme Braid. It's just going to be a quick review, not too long. The reason being is because I swapped out the braid on my Shimano Vanford fishing reel with this stuff, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So first, I'll just tell you the specs. It is 1,000 meters, so I ordered like a big spool, so that I can spool my reel up heaps of times on this. I don't have to keep buying those little thin spools that are about that big. It is 6 pound, so originally on my Vanford I had 10 pound, and it is 0.10 millimeters, so it's quite thin. See if I can do it close up. You can see that it's almost like hair, and it is Chinese, and it is very low water absorption. So this line, yeah, I can zoom in. Hopefully you can see that, if I got it focused enough, but that is super thin. There it is. So it's pretty good stuff. It's nice and thin. Another thing to note with this Spectra Extreme Braid is that it is 4x, and you might be wondering what that means, and that is how many weaves it is. So the more weaves, the smoother it is. So if it's like a 8x braid, it's going to be smoother and probably cast better, but it's going to be less abrasion resistant. But this is 4x, so it's rougher. It might not cast as far, but it can rub against the rocks and it won't fray as much. And especially if it's 6 pound, the casting distance doesn't really matter. I mean, it's that light of line anyways. One other thing about this braid is that it's not made out of Dyneema. It's actually made out of gel spun polyethylene, so it's a little bit different. You can see there. I think that means it's a bit rougher or a bit stronger, not as smooth. That doesn't really matter though. Braid is braid, I reckon, because like most of the other braids, like Shimano Kariki braid and Daiwa J braid, is all Dyneema. So yeah, you can get this stuff for pretty cheap. I think a 1,000 meter spool like this costs 13 bucks Australian, or 30, something like that. A lot cheaper than going to the shop and getting those little thin spools that only give you 150 meters. So I reckon it's a lot better value. You can spool up your reel like 50 times with this, with all that line, so it's pretty good. Highly recommend this stuff. At the end of this video, I might do an on the water test to show you how it casts on the reel. I might tell you a bit more about it, I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you on the water. So everyone, I've made my way to the lake where I'm going to be testing out the slime. There it is. Right there, looks pretty nice. I've just got basic little quick snap. They should do damage, so I can quickly change through lures and show you guys which one casts the best. And yeah, they've changed up the lake a bit. It's a lot cleaner than usual. So I'll whack you guys on and I'll show you the first lure that I'm going to try out. probably going to be trying a really bright coloured lure so it stands out as much as possible in this dirty water. So probably a golden spoon. This little fella right here. There's this little gold one, wonder spoon, if you're wondering what it is. Close that up, put it on, and then I'll show you what it casts like, because this little lure is pretty light. You can see how small it is. It's metal, so it'll give it an advantage. So there it is right there. Testing out this new line. Alright, let it drag. And then I'll cast it out. Hopefully I can get something to bite, because I'm pretty sure the only fish in here is carp, because you know they live in dirty water and that. But I have seen videos of them going on the lures. So yeah, as you can see, that casts really far. This is 6 pound, and it casts like a rocket. Before I had 10 pound on, and I was bloody sick of all, like I couldn't cast little lures far. So it might be lighter, like it might snap off easier, but I'd take casting distance over. Look at that. Bang, all the way out there. Yeah, I'd take casting distance over the strength of the line any day, because that's what your drag's for. You know, you just set it right, play them well. If you know what you're doing, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's the extra 4 pounds. I don't know if that makes a big difference, and I'll show you in a minute. But look, you can see that spoon pretty flashy. But my 10 pound was a lot smoother. It was 8x braid. They say that casts better, but it's less abrasion resistance. But this is 6 pound and it's 4x polyethylene line. So it's rougher, but it's more abrasion resistant. So like, hopefully that adds up for the, you know, the structure, what a 10 pound would, you know, fare up to in, like, say the barnacles or like a branch. Hopefully that gives it some sort of, you know, more protection. But there you go, nice and flashy. As you can see, there's a bunch of lily pads out there in the middle of the lake. And bang, oh, right on the edge of the lily pads. Hopefully there's something in there hiding under those lily pads. But yeah, so this is just testing out this line, and I'll be quiet in a minute, but I don't know if the birds will be, but so you can, because usually the line is noisy on the guides, like when it's running through like that, and it's got like a raspy sound. But I'll put it up to the camera and give you guys a listen. I think you could hear just then, it is a little bit raspy, but like, I was putting the rod right up here, and the rod's usually down there, so you don't notice it. It's like really minor, especially because it's that light of line. And the casting accuracy is a lot better on this. Oh Oh, my lure's tangled. Yeah, it's a lot better because you can just do light little flicks and it gets it to where you want it. So that's the upside. Dang, that's a pretty good cast. Before, when I had the 10 pound, I could probably only cast probably about there. Not that far at all. That's why I was getting kind of annoyed. You know, because the casting distance was horrible. But it seems to have done the job pretty dang well. So I'm just going to give you guys a few more reviews of casting, underarm, overarm. Alright, so guys, just moved to this other rock platform. You can see it's right on the edge of the water. So got to be a bit more careful. I only move like 2 meters, 1 meter. But this way you can see, like, I don't know, the lure action in the line. A bit better, hopefully. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you're learning something, if I'm teaching you something, subscribe, like, help out my channel. I'll quit the talking and... Oh guys, there's a hair right there. Freaking hair. Damn, that's a big ass. That's a big hair. So I'm gonna do a spool shot probably up close to here. I might slow that down when I'm editing it. Put it like, slow the frames down. Slow the whole thing down so you can see that pretty easily. So you might see a cool spiral effect or something like that. Alright everyone, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed this kind of content, something a little bit different. Hope you've learned something. I've taught you anything new. Yeah. Enjoy. See you in the next one. Cheers.